I forgot. I made this 2 years ago or something.
It's really nice, very engaging.
Absolutely funny. And where you use it on Facebook or Instagram?
Wherever. For this size, right? This goes really well on the Instagram and TikTok. It's the size of a phone. So, and it's short. It's fairly short, so it goes into those very easily. If you wanted to make a Facebook thing, here's the cool. I'm gonna actually shrink this down just a hair so you can see the menu buttons and stuff. There we go.
Are you diver, Nick?
I am a scuba diver. This was a true story about me being helped by hypnosis and then me becoming a hypnotist. Yeah, so that was fun.
Oh, it's a long time ago. I'm an advanced diver too.
Hey, I love it.
Me too, but it was, I think I had last dive 8 years ago. Maybe. Had some trouble also afterwards.
So you were talking about Facebook ads, Mikhail.
Yes, I would love to find
So
how
I
to
would
do it.
probably hit social media.
Mhm.
So there's YouTube Shorts, banners, Facebook, Instagram, and you just scroll across here for whatever you're wanting.
You just choose
Yeah, so I hit
format, huh?
something. This is a banner that you would make to go onto maybe your page or something.
Okay.
We don't actually need that. Close that back off.
But
Social
it's
media.
social media.
Or you can just type. You can be like YouTube ad.
No, it's
See what
YouTube.
that comes up. Oh wait, this is
Facebook.
just mine.
Facebook, yeah. Facebook, yeah.
Oh, Facebook ad.
Yeah.
Facebook
No.
ad. Go. Categories, Facebook ad. There we go. So here are, you can start blank, or here's a bunch of things that people made for, it's already sized, it's already resolution, it's already anything you ever want. It's just, this is just like a starting spot.
And you can use it in change
Yep. So
some.
Charlene's here and she's an expert. So she's gonna tell us
You
if
do?
Charlene's really good at it, she said. So here's, it gives you similar ones if you click on something, and then you could just hit customize this template. Let's say you want it, you like this for whatever reason, and it just pops up. So now you can change whatever,
Yeah.
whatever, and then you're like, you know what, I actually don't like this background. I can delete it. You can add a photo background. You can use whatever their stock background stuff is. I usually use photos. You can use magic media and you can tell it to AI generate something like through space, whatever. And then it'll create you some stuff. And then you can just keep hitting that for your backgrounds. But everything's over here. So you have
these you have all these
elements.
Tools. Yeah,
elements that you can make. Text. You can create your own brand, which I have a couple in there, which keeps your colors so that it's easy to use or bring stuff in. You can upload stuff to use as whatever you want. Yeah, there's all sorts of neat stuff. And let's say you got this all dialed in the way you wanted. And you're like, you know what, this is good for Facebook, so you can share it. But then you're like, you know what, I want to change it into an Instagram post. So you can just come over here and tell it to resize into an Instagram ad, and then click that, and it'll just reformat it. You may have to play with it a little bit, make sure everything's still where you want it, but it'll just resize it. Yes,
and
copy.
you can do it also to Google it and whatever.
It has all of these things stored in there.
Fantastic.
Whatever you want: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. It has all of these things stored for social media. You can make a presentation, whatever you want, or make it just like a page, like a flyer, a handout, or.
Oh.
But you can. But this is it. And like I said, like depends on what you're wanting to accomplish, right? Because I use it for backgrounds or presentations a lot, probably more than anything anymore. But I used to make all sorts of social media stuff, like that one I showed you a minute ago. This thing, like this one that I showed you a minute ago, this whole
It's funny.
whole thing, right? But you can make, I don't know, I've been using this forever. This would probably load indefinitely. Or let's see. So here's a bunch of social media things I made back in the day, right? So it's really, this is a wide open canvas. You just got to decide what you want to do work on.
Because that's what they asked in the beginning, what you design today.
Yeah, what I was working on a module for practice 4. I was just going to make this
Mm.
handout. I was playing with stuff. It's nowhere near done yet.
But when you do this background, what you use it also some kind of template for background or
For what I'm doing right now,
yeah, or you just start from scratch and just create it everything.
this one I started from scratch. So you see the background is empty, right?
Okay.
I found this thing which I thought was cool, but when I make it the background, it's clutters the page too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to do that. Instead, I'll
Mm.
make something else that is less annoying for a background. Something more like, oh, let's see
Mm.
what that looks like. Maybe, eh,
Neurons, yeah. Ooh.
whatever. But you can also, well, you can also change the colors of it. You're like, that's kind of cool, but I don't like the colors. Maybe we want it like that. Okay, so that matches our colors a little better.
Mm.
Or this is kind of foggy around the thing and just hit background remover. And now it's just whatever was there, which is kind of a weird looking spotty brain. If you have
Yeah.
something, what do you think, Charlene? What do you like to use it for?
So I work at a church, and every week for service, I need to do Facebook posts, slides for during the service, and sometimes I do events too. So I have to make event flyers. So you can
Mm.
make the same template and change it like he showed you to resize. But you can also, if you're looking at it for your business and you want to put something up on social media every day, and you
Mm.
make a spreadsheet with your hook, your content, and a call to action, you can import, you can pick your, say you want to do it on social media short. You can pick your template, pick your text, your colors, and everything, and put 3 separate boxes. Then you can upload that spreadsheet and it will fill in as many as you have. It will make a video for every single short that you create. And then you can just go in and change the video in the background if you want. So it's not the same video every time. And
Mm.
I'm logged in my computer on the my personal, so I can't show you my work.
Hmm. Are you saying you use the spreadsheet? There's a spreadsheet function inside Canva to
There is a
create this
spreadsheet.
Rolodex?
There is a spreadsheet Canva, and there's a way to upload, or there's a way to upload a spreadsheet that you have on your computer. So if you go down, let me see if I can get in there.
Yeah.
So
If you drive, I'll click.
I've been,
Oh.
if you go on the left-hand side and you click on
Hmm.
more, no, maybe it is, it's been a while since I did this.
Content planner, take control of your social channels.
So you can try that, but that's probably go ahead, click on that. I haven't. So
So just
that's
your
when you want to
scheduling.
schedule your stuff to go. So anything you create in Canva, you can also have posts to your social media. But right there, maybe files. You want to upload files is what it is.
This.
So
file and
that.
data management.
Sync
Um,
sheets, stuff like
so you can connect different things to this, but this isn't what I'm talking about. So go back over to projects, maybe. Just
this is just like my projects.
click on one of your shorts or and then where's oh, this is a this isn't the template. Oh, can you do editing? I
Hmm?
don't see. Oh, they're down below. So I just want to use a mouse. There is a place that you can upload your file.
There's uploads over here.
Try
Yeah.
uploads and see if it goes to folders. Google.
File, import and export,
Yeah,
photo.
so
There's
that's
all of
what you
this
want
stuff.
to do. You would want to import your spreadsheet that has all the content. And what it will do, and it will ask you what box. So your unconscious mind would be box 1, which would be the row A in your, or column A in your spreadsheet. Column B would be your, all you need to do is just listen. And the few clicks later would be your call to action, which would be column C. Once you upload your spreadsheet, it will create a movie or a short for every single one of those rows. Do you
Gotcha.
understand what I'm trying to say?
I do.
I'm not.
Char- Charlene's talking about, let's say you wanted something to post every day to your social media. You can automate it by creating like 50, 100 of them, and then it just pulls it in, syncs to that spreadsheet, pulls in the data, creates the thing, and shoves it into social media, and you don't have to do anything. So she's talking about
Wow.
automation, which sounds like
Fantastic.
she should do a little workshop on, because that's not what I do.
Yeah.
I know of it, and I did it once
Yeah.
before, and then it was just like I don't really work that way. But a lot of people, it is helpful to keep their social media feeds active with just some kind of post, which is helpful. So if Charlene ever volunteers to show you how to do that, that would be really helpful. Because I used some of those back in the day, and they stay similar, and they rotate stuff around. The messages can change, but it's usually just sort of like it. I guess it's if that goes with what your content is on your Instagram, and you can break it up with live content here and there, so it seems like you're a real person, and it's really good.
Okay.
I don't know what the heck's on all of this, so
I wouldn't post directly from Canva to the social media because the platforms don't like that. So
all right.
they'll hide your content if it says posted from Canva or posted from any of those schedulers that aren't native. If you have a AI post it that you give if you have an AI post it, you can program an AI to push your social media. I think that will show up as native, but it's just
Like a story. We're just trying to look for like, different things so you can get an idea of what all you can do with it. I think I started to make something like this once.
there are people who do their freebies on Canva too.
Freebies.
So you have sugar scrubs there, 5 benefits of sugar scrubs. So if you took that link, you could share that to people so they could download it directly from Canva.
Download what from Canva?
Download your PDF that you created.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. This is like intakes on my app just to cover the Who 5 and the PSS 10 and different ones. So when someone signs into my app, this is how I designed it, and then I imported it to make it clickable and you could fill it out. So you can use it for that. It's very graphic. It's for graphics stuff, right? We talked yesterday. I know John was and Charlene was there for yesterday for like audio portion. So I don't usually when I did this comic one, I added animation and I added But I added music and stuff in here. You don't have to. You can just make your graphics animations here and then port it over to CapCut and then layer music and do whatever you want with it. Which is what I would do nowadays if I wanted it to be something more than just a phone ad or something like that.
I was making my audios in Canva. I was importing my recordings and using their movies as a background and designing the template for YouTube.
Right.
I
But
did it too.
You did too?
This one's 48 pages long. I have so much stuff on this one. This is what I use if I'm making mind maps, or if I start something new and I'm learning, I create desktop wallpaper and then shove it in the desktop so it ends up being like my background. So I mean, most of these I haven't used in forever, but like, here's my ETL one. This is like everything I know about ETL and how it makes sense to me right now.
Those are really cool, Nicholas.
And it's just like boom. And so this square is where my camera goes. So I'm watching whoever, and if I get stuck, I'm like, where am I? And then my unconscious something will pop out and it goes future pace. Oh, cool. I'll future pace. Oop. So you can do it that way when you're learning. I wouldn't lean on it a lot, but it's a good learning tool. But the creation of this is really helpful for imagery and metaphor and different things that you might want to do. All sorts of, some of them are very heavy worded. Here's some stuff about ego states that I've
really
experienced
like
or
these
talked
ones.
to or heard about.
So you keep this on your computer so you see this information when you're trying to learn something?
I create it when I want to learn something, right? So it's sort of like the idea of mind mapping. If you take the words and the process and whatever you're experiencing and be like, what does that mean to me? And you start creating images. You start with a lot of words. Some of these I haven't edited. Some of these have a bunch of words, right? So you start with words and then you're like, what does all of that mean to me? Oh, well, maybe it means something, right? I had a toothbrush here. I have things start to mean something to me and it collapses into imagery. That's the way our brains work, our unconscious work. So now I don't have a clue what this means, but if I'm on this page and I'm trying to, this is one of my pitches, how to get people to do stuff, then I'd be like, oh, I need to anchor, tune your RAS. There's things that start to pop out at me where I'm like, oh, this is based on what they're telling me, something will pop out. So it's a mind map, I guess, of sorts.
Can I ask, Nicholas, how you do this? You have some, because it's not only writing in colors, you also drawing something, or very
Let's
free
do it.
tools who should be some. Can you
Yep.
go through the process? Because you go
Let's do it
fast.
this way. If so Mikhail, if I was without words so much, when you imagine what enter the loop is,
Exactly.
what are some different images that come to mind about enter the loop?
Loop which not finished,
Unfinished
broken loop, or
loop
open
or
loop.
broken loop. So I just hit unfinished loop, and then here's some different graphic ideas. There's the Mobius loop.
Oh, you write it and it comes.
I just typed and I was like, "What are these things?" And so you, oh, well, maybe unfinished isn't the best word about broken. And so it'll give you different
Bridging
things.
past and future.
Bridging is good. What about a bridge, a loop bridging? You can put whatever you want in here. It'll look for things that are
Okay. Okay.
but this is elements, right? So you can
Yeah.
look for graphics. Graphics, it'll look for videos, photos, audio clips, three-dimensional objects, for those things. So if I was looking
Okay.
for something and I was just like, well, let's just like I just did up here. If you guys were watching, and I'm like, oh, we're bridging neurons, we're bridging past and present loops, right?
Yes, exactly.
I just looked for bridge, found one that I liked, drug it in, and then change colors, or maybe that's too much, or remove the background if it had any. You can edit this object all together, take it in here and be like, I don't want these for whatever reason. Doesn't matter. You just say go away and then erase. Yeah. And it'll do whatever, right? And you just sit here and play with it. It's just graphics. Oh, that's done. And now it's on the page like that. And you can just drop it right back off. So all of these are layers. You just graphic layer whatever you want up. The very back is the background. And then if you don't know, sometimes you can just hit magic background, which is what I just did. And it'll go, what you have on the page, this might work. It's usually not great, but sometimes it's fine. And it'll generate whatever. So all of these things that I put on the page are graphics or text that I played with. And that I've just found images and dropped in, and you find something that you think will match whatever it is that you want. So if you were making a mind map thing like I've done up here, some of this is business stuff. I made this mindscape thing here that I started to play with. That was
beautiful,
super weird, but it was fun. But I didn't put anything else on it because I was just like, this is mindscaping. All I have to do is look at this and go, oh, this is how I do mindscapes. Because this is what it means to me.
I like this because you know what? I think this is easier if you're filming and you want to, instead of doing bullet points, this is probably easier to remember what you want to talk about.
Absolutely.
Because if you stop and read, everybody knows that that's what you're doing, right? And if you're especially if you're in a business pitch or something or a client thing, right? You don't want to do that. And I can instantly just whatever needs to pop out just pops out. And I'm just like, oh, that thing. And I can talk about it and it's congruent and it's thing. It just reminds me of thing without it being a lot of words, right? You don't want a lot of words on here, ideally.
And you keep all these templates in your library in Canva, right?
This is just in Canva. You can save it as whatever you want. So if I went to download, there's 49 pages here now. You can pick the individual page you want or whichever page you're on and save it as whatever. PowerPoint, if you're doing a background, the Zoom will let you use PowerPoints as backgrounds, which are nice if you're wanting someone to see and you're doing a presentation. If you don't want anybody to see what's going on, then it doesn't matter. You can just leave it in Canva and leave it on the background on your computer or save it as a picture and tell Windows or whatever to use it as wallpaper.
And you send it to Zoom to use it as wallpaper.
If I save this as PowerPoint, which I have before, if you've come to the practices where I've done that, I'll just hit share screen as PowerPoint, and this whole thing just appears behind me. Which I'll do that right now. I'll show you what I mean. Go to share mode. 1 second. Or share. And in Zoom, it's under advanced. PowerPoint is background, is what it's called. And here's the one from module 3 I made. 1 second. And so when it does that, it also puts you on the screen and then you can move it so that people see the things and stuff.
Now you're in the middle.
I'm in the middle. If I wanted this to be a presentation, I want a whiteboard. I'm teaching in a class, which I do somewhat frequently. I can be like, oh, this and that and the other thing, or whatever.
Right? Nice.
Or you could just make a nice background of whatever you want.
But you can also do this kind of template, like a presentation prepared instead of switching like PowerPoint and showing we start here, we go there through this. And
if you want your face in it, so people are still looking at you and you're pointing at stuff, it's very helpful for that, which I think I have one of those somewhere saved too.
You just not put your hands around because they disappeared also.
We got to know where they're going, right?
Exactly.
If you make multiple pages, all you got to hit is your arrow key and it'll just jump. The background will just jump like a PowerPoint slide and you're just still wherever you want on it. And you just drag your face around and do that. But I do all those in Canva. I don't use PowerPoint at all. I never open PowerPoint. It annoys the piss out of me. right? But I just tell Canva to save as PowerPoint, and then when I go to Zoom, I can just be like share it as if it was PowerPoint background, and it knows the format, and it just does that.
It's so much easier to work with than PowerPoint.
It's
Yeah,
a million times
there
easier
looks
to work
like
with.
you need just use it every day, so you will get good at it. Different.
Correct.
We just did a program for our 50th anniversary, and we actually ordered it from Canva, and the quality was amazing.
Oh, nice.
So they do print, and they ship really quick.
They do print.
They do print too if you need things printed.
If I need my business cards, I can also do it.
You can also do those there.
Wow.
It's more like a background that I would use for tell them the joke, blah blah blah. Next, and you just here's some things about me. It's super cool. Blah 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 blah. Todd, I want to talk about this stuff. I'm off screen, but there you go. So it's handy for whatever you're trying to accomplish if you want to use it that way too. So Canva is just super functional for any kind of graphic, anything. So if you have something, we actually haven't been talking about it too long. If you have something you want to work through, I can, if you have Canva or you want me to point and click something, I can do that and just show you how I would do it if you.
I have idea, but I don't know where to start. I want to make campaign for smoking cessation after New Year on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Do you
make
have
it
Canva
in
open?
Facebook ads. Yeah, I have a Canva, and I am on Canva now.
Okay. Do you want to share your screen and we can?
Yeah, I can try.
Tell you where we might click.
I can try. Can I share my screen? I try.
In the meantime, can you make spirals on this, Nicholas, as well?
Spirals? Say that.
Yeah, spirals, like hypnosis spirals.
Like a swirly background thing?
Yeah.
For a second too. So I don't know if you can see mine,
Oh,
but like,
yeah.
so that was under the videos, right? But let's, like Charlene said, if you just had a graphic, they had the old classic spiral here. It's in black, so you can't see it. Whatever. Okay. And you can create an animation to make this move. So
It's up top in the center.
there we go. Thank you. So you can tell it to do it. So for this one, you probably just want it to rotate. Let's see what we got. Rotate, because I did that. Actually, let me see what I did that here. Okay. This thing, which you can barely see as music, is animated. So let's see what I use to do that. And it spirals. There, well, here's a rotate. So here, this one's rotating. You can see kind of the thing. You would just do the same thing with the spiral. You just find the rotate and then tell it long to do it and whatever, which is like these are music, and then the animate. You would tell it to how fast to go. That's way too fast. Kind of slow. Change direction, so forth, right? And you can stack some of those. Right. Then it just turns into the thing. Right. So that's how you would do it if you want the old hypnosis spiral. Just find a spiral and animate it. Okay. Back to Mikhail. Let's see what you're working on.
I'm trying to change language because it's and I don't know where to go. Just a second.
It'll be a test on how well we know Canva if we don't know the language but still know where the button is.
Yeah, a little bit difficult, I think. Just a second.
Hopefully we'll pass.
I doubt it, but
you do something else. I will just try reopen Canva and put it on Mhm.
What are you thinking about using it for, John?
Um, something to help people go into trance. Not sure what yet, but spiral is
Uh,
the classical thing, but maybe if I have some ideas, yeah.
this is a good brainstorming group for kind of thing. First thing that came up to my mind because of spirals is braid, eye fixation, right? That is what you want. So you can either lean into the classic, what people think with the spiral, right? Or the watch, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
pendulum.
What I was thinking about is something really interesting that starts in the screen and then really slowly gets further away and shrinks into the distance.
Oh,
That's what I came to mind. But what that is, I don't know. And
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
be interesting in an object. And you'd want it to move. If it moved, including the distance, you'd want it to be really slow. Otherwise, it's using too much of their conscious mind, right? So you'd want it to go as slow as possible, either on rotation or whatever it's doing. Is
And
my
then
2 cents.
sync it like when I say, and you can close your eyes now, and it does something at that moment.
You know what would be really cool is like a fade out, so it's almost like your eyes close. It's like a horizontal line that closes, but kind of almost cause a fractionation with it,
Mm.
like one page. It's an animation, or it's like one page, right? Right, like I closed, and maybe there's something else real subtle, or just like real light, like black, and like the next shade up of black.
Yeah,
There's something there. They can't tell what, and then you open your eyes and you do like Tolman, and then I
yeah.
close now and just leave the screen blank. And so if they open it, there's nothing there, so they just close their eyes back. There's a ton of ways to play with it, but all that
Wow.
you can do that all in Canva.
Wow, those are two very good ideas actually.
What do you think, Charlene? You have an
That's
idea?
interesting because I have gone down the hypnosis road on YouTube, and there aren't a lot of people that are doing that fractionation. They usually just put a galaxy screen on while they're just playing, or they do changing pictures. Scott has a lot of good videos where he changes your viewing, but they're scenes. They're like different scenes. There's another person that does affirmation videos, and she's grown a huge channel in the last 18 months. High frequency guru, and she just does galaxy, or that's how she started, but she's branched out a little lately. Um, calls her stuff hypnosis, but I don't know. I don't really see her as a hypnotist. um, with the fraction, and I also do follow some other hypnotists, and they're usually sleep. They do them that you listen while you sleep, so they do it black screen.
Michael Seeley also has
Yes.
that
Yeah, see,
Michael
he
channel.
does
Seeley.
good
Yeah,
stuff.
good. Yeah, I like him. He's got a great voice. And the storyteller, is he the storyteller? The
I
Irish
think so.
storyteller. He's great.
In the day when I started with like the braid induction, where it's like, oh yeah, it's something in the room, right? Whether you're doing it through Zoom or in the room, and they'll just fixate on something. If you're wanting them to fixate in the screen, you got to give them the same kind of like would be thinking about the same depth of field. Um, so here I'm gonna share my screen again while Mikhail is he's figuring this out. Canva
I made it.
You
made
did?
it. Okay.
But I will
Um,
wait and wait. It's okay. Just show what you want to show.
so like a room, maybe something that's
Yeah.
whatever you want. You're like, I got this room. It'll get better resolution in a second. And so and then you could tell it to animate and fractionate. And so they close their eyes, and you'd start with be like an object in the room that you think's interesting, right? And then for the second animation, I would actually come to edit. Uh, you know what would be fun actually? If we grabbed something and moved it. This. I'm going to grab this. This thing I want to make grabbable on click. Grab. So when they fractionate, even if you don't know what they picked, when you do that I swipe, close and open, you can then just move this down to the desk for the second one. And their unconscious will pick up that something moved and they'll be like, what's that? So now you're getting more attention, right? You can just keep, and then the second time you do it, you just move it over there. So like you'd play with this and have fun. I don't know, whatever you want to do.
also change the color of something, right?
Yeah, I could tell it to, this is now.
You can transform images on a pictures on a wall. They begin vampires.
Yeah, you could absolutely do this. I could change that color if I wanted it to pop out. We could change this painting into somebody else or flip it. Like you could do anything in here. That was Magic Grab, which might be a prime.
Magic Media, right?
Yeah, studio. So there's remover. You can erase things, but what I grabbed was Magic Grab. And also this Magic Edit. If you're like, I want to see this, like where it changes flowers or changes objects. You can just click it and tell it to do it, and it'll just swap it out. So if there was a plant, I can make it like flowers. Like so when they fractionate something, something is happening, right? You could. Those are all really fun ideas for a hypnosis that no one's doing any of that.
No.
But it would be really easy to do in Canva. You just make several pages, and then when you string it together in your video, and you do that transition of like fractionation eye close, and then the next image, they would never be able to tell if only that one thing changed. Something would pop out, be like, that was just different.
Whoa.
That's a fun
so
idea.
cool. That's such a pro tip. Thanks.
The world's your oyster, man. Like with it. If you're not having fun and amusing yourself, what are you doing? All right, did you get something? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How I
Okay.
can make it big now?
And we can see your desktop, I think. So
Can
probably
you?
good enough. Yeah, see it all.
Yeah, but
On
I
your
can't see. I can't see.
all of us.
Camera. It's in another screen. Just maybe I'll move it.
Okay, if you're using the browser Canva, I would recommend that you get the app.
Okay, in
like
the
an app that
computer?
goes on your desktop. Yeah,
No,
a
no, you
downloadable
can.
thing. It's just, I think it works a little better, but
But where?
it's
Okay,
fine. It's fine. You can use the desktop one,
okay.
or
Just a second. Just a second. Mm-mm-mm.
it's funny. I keep wanting to click on your screen. Like here,
Yeah.
this is how you change. Oh, there you go.
Don't do this. Yeah.
It won't work.
Can you see
Okay.
it now?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can see your browser. It's open.
Mm.
If you're making a Facebook ad, remember like in those templates, I would click on templates. Yep.
I go to social media
You can do it that way too, probably. And then
and
click
find
Facebook.
some. Okay. Facebook.
Because when it does these, it knows what resolution they like and all that other stuff. So Canva's already done the legwork. And then up at the top, it said Facebook ad. So scroll up to the top, and then down one,
and
where it says scroll down just a little bit.
okay.
It's
Facebook
Facebook
ad.
ad. Click that.
Yeah.
See, it has the resolution of what it knows Facebook likes.
Yeah.
And any templates that you pick, or this one's blank, if you just leave it at this size, you work when you're done.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Then you can add it. You can bring in whatever type of ad style you want, or create your own.
So I don't need to write, for example, smoking or something like this, and it will find something.
The templates is kind of going to have the color and fonts and things.
Okay.
You can change what it says or move it around or delete stuff, or you can just start with blank, right? So if you're like, okay, you want to start a smoking thing, do you have a brand kind of background colors that you like? Do you want it to be dark and
But
dreary? Do you want it
where you doing this in design or
You can do it with the blank
elements?
page. If you go to design, then right there it just says templates. You can just scroll down. And then if you find something where you're like, this is the kind of colors and fonts that I like.
Okay, for example, this one.
There you go. Cool.
Hmm.
Now you have that template and it has whatever colors. Then you can change the image of the girl. You can change the words to say smoking. You can drop in a button, click now
Okay.
and then you just edit it. It's just you started
Okay.
with a style. It just gives you the style that you may or may want, and you can swap it.
Okay, now you can go this to the left and go elements, text,
Yep.
brand,
Use
uploads.
those to add stuff. If you want to keep what's on the screen, you just double click it and type like support or sport. You can double click and then you can change what it says.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
If you like that font, you can also drag it around if you want it to be in a different spot or you want it to be bigger or smaller. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. You can change the font if you're like, you know what, this doesn't work. You can change the background. The templates are just like it might save you a little time on starting point if you find a vibe that you like.
Okay, okay.
That makes sense.
Mikhail, do you have already? Do you have a logo and everything?
No.
Okay.
I'm still looking for it. I have a homepage, but I don't have really a logo.
If
just Misha's hypnosis, you know.
Yeah.
So you can use your same brand colors. You can upload them into the
brand button on your left.
Yeah, the brand button on your left. So if you want to use the same colors as your website, you can add all of those.
So let's say you start a new design and you create your brand and you get your colors, your pictures, your logos, whatever you want. And you're like, hey, this is kind of me. This is my website style, whatever. Upload it into here and then tell Canva this is your brand. And then whenever you go, you can be like, make this whole page my brand colors, and it'll just, and there it goes. And then
all right.
It uses the fonts you like and the colors you like. It'll have your logo saved, so you can just drag it in like an element graphic. It'll do all of that, but you got to build it first. Build your brand.
Yeah. I see it.
It saves you time in the long run if you continuously make postings and you want to put your stamp on it.
That was your. I need to start with a brand kit and make it brand, right?
Depends on how you're doing your business, but if you're gonna keep up with this for a while, it'd probably save you time to do that.
Absolutely. I just started. I just bought long course with a Facebook ads, and I get a task now. I have to create a landing page, and I create some ads.
So are you using Facebook pages to do your business for the most part?
Not yet, but I will.
Is that your intention? Do you have a website? Are you using Facebook pages or what? How do people get to you?
I have a landing page, and I would do more landing pages.
Landing page. All right. Yeah. So if you're wanting for continuity between those, the same colors and stuff, what I would build, I'd go into the templates and be like, I'm looking for a banner for YouTube. I'm looking for a web page, whatever, and then come up with those templates, build it, save it as your brand, and then tell it to resize it into whatever stuff you want.
I understand.
And that gives you your vectors. I think they're called vectors. It's the same stuff in different shapes, so that you can just use it in whichever platform you're on. That would probably be the as far as like the ads, I've never used that. I just load my own, and when I did that, I would just load my own into Facebook and dial it in and make sure it was exactly what I wanted versus telling it to automate. But if you end up running a lot, maybe this would help you, but you'd have to. I don't know how to do that.
I need to start with this and see how it works, because I did before ads. It doesn't work so good for me now. I had some leads, but not much, and spent some money. Now I want to learn how to do it. I learned hard way. So
there you go.
Changing so quickly.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. They're
And
saying,
I always dream somebody do it for me because I don't like it to be busy with all this advertising stuff. But I realize hard way, and which costs a lot of money and time, it's impossible. Everybody do something, and if you're lucky, it works for you. If you're not lucky, you spend money and you need anyway yourself corrected doing something else and so on. So I better start again and try to like what I'm doing.
Um,
Never late.
yeah, it's its own thing. But when people find you, you want it to look professional, so or unprofessional, depending on who your clientele is.
Yes, exactly.
Um, but
So
yeah, I would create your brand kit and then create your ads. I'd probably save you some time. Or the other way around, and you get some ads you like, then
and
make your
make my
brand kit. It
brand on
doesn't
it.
matter.
Yeah. Again, I have a homepage, but it's I would say I made it also myself long time ago, and I didn't change even. And now I'm not using so much. I using landing pages. What I'm doing,
Hmm.
it's shorter. It's if I put it just a second, just a second. That's my homepage.
looks
Uh,
good.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
yeah, need some more text differently and so on. But
I mean,
yeah.
it doesn't look that dated. It doesn't look that bad.
No, it doesn't. I've seen worse.
Yeah.
No, like some people that are really, really good at what they do, and their landing pages are horrible. I'm like,
Just
But I just play with it for 4 months or something like this, and that's what I create from zero, from scratch. I never did it before.
yeah,
yeah,
no,
So,
that's
and I think,
probably
okay,
fine.
it's working, and I have everything works more or less, and I know how to made it, but
Um,
I it's a last station. I'm not using actually for
mhm.
ads to go there. I make some page where I have a video with me. What I tell them, nice to see you here. Telling a little bit what to do, what expect, and how to book discovery call with me. That's it. And that kind of I would make it more also for a smoking cessation. I already made it in app Lovable.
Yeah,
I made my landing pages in Lovable. This works very good, very fast,
yeah.
and it's I make like a little survey for smoking. How many cigarettes you smoke? How long you smoke? And they're asking questions, and after they say, "Fine, I can help you. Just push push button, come in." But I need to have some ads to lead them there.
Yeah. There is a lot of different ways to get people on your client journey for sure.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
would I use as many of them as you can and then see what's getting a return, right? If if people
And you
aren't
have to
clicking
try.
your
You
ads,
never, you
then give
never,
up on it.
you never
Yeah.
know what clients see. You can love your page or your ads. Nobody pay attention.
I like when I get froggy and decide to mine for more business, I usually look for groups that aren't obvious of clients. So I wouldn't look for people who are like so on Facebook, their group. I wouldn't look for that. I would look for uh like page entrepreneurs pages or different types of groups that you already like, running groups or wine tasters or whatever. I would look for groups like that and
Hmm.
then kind of become engaged and interact and being like, yeah, I help people stop smoking all the time, like, and just kind of little things, and people will ask you about it, and that will start
Hmm.
a
Hmm.
organic client journey.
Hmm.
If you go to the
Well,
ones where it's like smoking group, right, there's this whole like victim mindset where they don't want to change, they just want the attention
exactly,
for it, so
exactly,
I don't
exactly.
go to those. um
No.
I tried that and then I realized that I was getting nothing other than gruff. And then
But
when
I
I go to
decide
other
to-
pages, people are like, "Really? You do that? That's awesome!" And they come talk to me.
I love it because I actually start to think about it because I know people do a lot of New Year resolution, you know. I want
Yep.
to make ads kind of
Good time for it.
should be another resolution now, and you will regret again. You tell it somebody had promised somebody. Let us help you, and do it now. You know.
And they go about it for sure. Canva's the way to go for quick graphic ad stuff. You
I will do this. I will do.
can I'm probably going to a couple more of these this week just to like see if people have projects they want to do. So if you want to come in and you have Canva or you have CapCut or Reaper or anything else I've mentioned, we can do that share screen and then I can walk you through more hands-on direct project. But it comes to like automations, different things like that. I'm going to tell you to talk to Charlene because I don't do that.
So we will talk to Charlene, or she will do maybe a workshop.
I create I create all sorts of stuff in Canva. I don't automate. I don't post ads. I use it for my own either apps or graphic website backgrounds or whatever, or for my own use for like learning or teaching stuff. Which you saw I was working on for Enter the Loop for this week's practice for module 4. So yeah. Send messages on what you'd like to work on, and I'll do some more hands-on stuff. And I like that's a really cool idea, John. Like if you make it really, really good and you use all of those fundamentals that we don't see other hypnotists doing on YouTube or something, it'll stand out. It'll be cool.
Thanks for the ideas, and also thank you so much for this session as well.
Yeah,
You sharing
it's
this info.
fine actually, really.
Yeah, no, I don't mind doing it at all. And I don't know what's tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably do one after there's an 11 o'clock office hours with Timothy. So if you have like business on like the ads or your web page or something, I'd ask him. I don't do a lot of word of mouth stuff, so I have a different client journey. But Timothy at 11 a.m. and then there's practice at 1 p.m., which come to that if you want. And then at 2:30 after that practice, I'll be doing I'll see if anybody else wants to dive into probably more of the audio stuff on how to use Reaper. So if you're really interested in doing that, John, I know you're asking me about it. On the event thing, it tells you what to do with Reaper, have it up, and I can show you how to do a project like hands-on.
I can't promise
I can
for
even
tomorrow,
send you
but
files. Yeah. Or the next time, whatever.
Okay, exactly.
Or I can hear you. Thanks, Mikhail. Thanks for coming, Charlene. You're muted, but that's okay.
Thank you.
All right. I'll end this, but I'll talk to you
I
guys
learned
later.
new things today. Thank you.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Well, thanks for coming, and now I know you're a resource for learning how to do automation stuff, so that's helpful.
Yeah, if I figure out where that is, and maybe I can make a little video of it.
Yeah, I'm only doing this for people in ETL.
Yeah.
Because I love you guys and like this is the best community. So if you have something to share for the community, I'm sure everyone would be appreciative.
Sure. All right. Have a great day.
All right, you too. I'll talk to you later. Bye.